Talk about a mess. I'm in a mess. I'm in a complete mess. Alright, I'm live. So let's take a look. Welcome back everyone, welcome back. I haven't been making any kind of progress review recently. I was planning to do this the last week, but many things happened in my last off and I couldn't just make the video. I didn't have the time. I made a lot of promises and a lot of planning and a lot of things screwed up actually that came up out of nowhere. So this progress review is not 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's worth of 3 weeks. Unfortunately, you know, Ramadan month has came in between of May and June. That's why I worked only half of June after Ramadan, because I took a vacation in Ramadan. And let me start the timer. I don't want to talk more than 30 minutes. Hopefully my voice is clear, because the microphone sometimes screwed up, and because I'm having more than 5 USB plugs in close nearby, and if I touch the cable, I'm looking at the cables and I'm afraid that one of them is half connected. Anyway, what I was saying, so there's a lot of things happens in the last week. This is only worth 2 weeks, all of these fixes and changes. So I'll try to skip a lot of them. So I collected and this is for the last week too. So I'm going to try to skip a lot of changes, updates, bugs, because some of the bugs took me more than 3 hours to fix. I'm going to skip all of that and I'll try to focus on focus on what's important. So let's read up how loudly fix bunch of issues, draw bigger cursors, exit buttons, bullets hit one duck. So what's going on? So to tell the story from the beginning, I'm trying to make a game engine to make 2D games. And this is my first commercial game. And this is how it should look. Not really. This is the placeholders. Hopefully when I hire an artist, he will do a better job. So we can make new accounts and you can see how ugly this page is. And you can change the cursor. And I made the cursor bigger because before they were hard to see. And when you join a player, you can actually choose if you want an Arabic name or English name. And here we can see the gold and silver, the currencies is avatar, the name. I add the buttons here. For example, if we joined another player in here, this button shows who have the mouse cursor, and this button shows the controller, the joystick. So actually I'm controlling this second player with the joystick and the first player with the mouse. We can give the joystick to other players. Actually before we have an issue that if we have the mouse and the joystick together, the cursor will always teleport to the mouse position and the corner was not smooth. Still, I need to add sensitivity to the joystick later on. So this is so far what I did the last month. But hey, look at this. We have our first game, Ducks game. And we add some buttons here. And we can play single player or multiplayer. And I stole some of the assets for the gun in here. Unfortunately, the mouse, I screwed up the mouse delegate. So I can only use the joystick to fire. And as you can see, there are ducks. And you can... Yeah, and you see this behavior, the AI just control the duck and move it a little bit. Depends on the duck type. They can move. So what's going on? So each player here, before I changed this, what do you call it? The GUI several times actually, and I need to add a red bar here and add the info. There's the player name, the ammo, and the animation for the weapon. And you see there's let's read up. I can keep talking like this. I have tons of game ideas in here for the game, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it to have a team to add more ideas to the game. We have actually my youngest brother sat with me before, and I showed him some of the ideas, and here all the tabs of ducks ideas in here, and all tabs of weapons, and we have power ups and items. So let's try to check what's going on. There is a wave generated in here, and I have a test wave that have more ducks. The duck, when it gets hit, it will do some kind of a shock animation. Like, and you see the ducks can exist in 10 different layers. I can add and remove layers. The AI, because this is only one type of duck, can move a little bit with the duck. If the duck fall on the tree, I didn't give him a joystick. If the duck fall on a tree, actually, it will stay on the tree. I implemented the reload, but I removed it for testing purposes. So actually, depends on the layer where the duck fall, it can hit the objects behind. Yeah, I was trying to fix the mouse. You see, this is the score. I need to put the score animation. I only killed 2 ducks. We have a score in here. And I'm working on the top scores, and then I will make several waves and several IDs we have. Later on, I will add mods to the game if we restart the game, because there's no way to exit the mini game. The idea of the arcade that we will have more than one game. This is just one game that can be played by several players from 1 to 4. So this is only the first game I'm working on. There should be a shop to unlock new stuff in the game. There should be sitting, there should be difficulty, a single player, multiplayer. One of the ideas that I want the players have one of the modes to have versus. So some players will play with the hunters and the other will play with the ducks themselves. So the idea is I will make symbols in here before the wave starts, and when the player play with the duck, click on the same button that show, for example, here it will show X and Y, but the hunters doesn't know which duck that the player play with the duck will choose. When they click on the button that corresponded to the icon, they can control the duck themselves. If the duck run away, the player will lose points. So we have tons of ideas, but this is so far what I did. As you can see, the duck is in the front of the tree. If I can unlock the reload, when the player actually shoot, he should lose ammo. So you see here, there's an ammo 1 to 3, and if I shoot, I have only 1 ammo left in here. Yeah, it's kind of hard, and I can reload. I didn't make an animation for reload, so it's just some text, because that saves a lot of my time. Let me change the player position. Yeah, I need to fix how the joystick works. It's really hard to hit the ducks with them. So yeah. And you should see that I have 1 score in here. Yeah, actually before, when I start working on the ducks, they were on 1 layer. But I decided to change the ducks from creatures to objects, because objects can exist in different layers. And there's tons of issues. The game wasn't designed to have weapon without a creature. So actually I made hard code here to deal with the weapon. And this is kind of bad. It should be data driven. So actually I need to go back to the game engine file and change the way how the weapons work, because weapons before cannot fire or play animation without connecting them to the players themselves, to the creatures. So if I go to the attack, for example, to show you what I'm trying to talk about, and if I choose the gunner, the gun 1, and I choose the shoot animation, I should have something called fire point. The fire point is the place where the bullets exit from the weapon. I don't have that because in the minigame, I never thought I will work on a rail shooter or a first-person shooter this early stage on the game engine. I was planning on platform. But all of a sudden, oh, we have ducks. And you shoot where the cursor is. So I made the code inside the duck game, not using the game engine mechanics. Yeah, I was planning to talk about technical issue what I was doing, but I guess this is enough. I will save you from all the crap like lazy deletion and despawn and all of the crap. I guess that will be better for everyone. Let me see what's my friend saying. So yeah, I'm glad you came. I will save you the crap. Thank you for watching and see you next time. If you're interested in the code mechanic and everything, let me know. I can send you what I have done. How to stop the video. I haven't stopped video for a long time.